How's it going, guys? All right, so I've been debating on this whole doing a video on mask because I mean, what can I really tell you about a mask? There's not too much to them. However, I decided to do it anyway, and this kind of be kind of your video on mask and snorkel all in one. Okay, so this one right here, this is this is actually the very first mask I ever bought right here. It is a Scuba Pro micro frame. I don't even know if they even make this one anymore. You can see how dingy the silicone is on it now. This is the original. I mean, this is the original strap, everything. See, got my nice little neoprene thing there. But anyway, this was a great mask. It actually fit really well. I only had one complaint about this mask the whole time I wore it. And it took a long time before I had a complaint for it. Because when I started diving, I was diving in water that isn't much better than this lake right here. You know, that lake. So there's not a whole lot of light that would penetrate down into the depths. And then the first time I went and I dove somewhere that had beautiful water down in South Florida, I realized that there is a problem with this mask. And the problem is this skirt, which, I mean, it's yellow now, but at the time it was clear. But light would come down through the skirt and hit the lens and cause a glare back in your face, in your eyes. And that drove me absolutely crazy. Now, I like diving in nice clear water because I am, I don't know, bougie like that. I don't really like diving in murky stuff anymore. I did so much of it. I mean, my first 100 dives were in crap like this. Well, not much better than this. Some of it was this bad. Some of it was a little bit better. But still, I mean, 20-foot visibility. Once you go past 10 feet, you can't even see the sun. I mean, it's horrible, horrible water. So when you start diving in nicer stuff, that's where this became a problem. All right, so that's this mask. And I've gone through, I don't know, lots of masks trying to find the one, the absolute best. And so far, and it hasn't all been Scuba Pro, because everybody likes to talk about how I'm a Scuba Pro snob. It's been many different brands. I just tend to come back to Scuba Pro. And this is what I'm diving with now. This is a Scuba Pro Devil Mask. Don't ask why they call it that. I guess because it has the little shape there on the top. Kind of looks like horns, maybe. And then it has this strap. The strap on this is probably one of my favorite things. It's more like a strap you would see on a pair of, off-road ATV goggles or snowboarding goggles, skiing goggles, whatever. It's a strap more like that versus the traditional silicone or rubber strap. And it has, I don't know if you can really see it in there, but the little lines in here, those little lines are silicone. So it they didn't slide on and off super easy. I mean, it slides on super easy. But once you put it on, it doesn't have a tendency to slide around a whole lot. Now this one, I don't know if you can see this little piece right here. You can see it's kind of cut here. That was actually for a snorkel. That was actually had a little loop in there for you to put your snorkel through. I, however, didn't like it, so I took it off, cut it out there, and it just kind of chills on there now. But the Scuba Pro Devil Mask. Now, one thing I do want to point out on these two, if you look at how wide this one is, and then look at how wide this one is. That's a big difference. This is a lot lower volume, and the reason why that matters is you don't have to worry about equalizing it as much. Which, I mean, that's just kind of a natural thing. But I like the lower volume. If you're into the free diving thing, it's a big deal. But the biggest part that I like about it is because this is low volume, the glass sits closer to your face, which opens up your field of vision more. This one's going to sit further off your face, so it's going to be more kind of like a binocular feel. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you don't have as much peripheral vision with this. Up, down, left, right, none of it. Which, you know, it's not really a big deal. I just prefer the ones to sit closer to my face. So anyway, that's about all I'm going to say about mask. You know, right now, this double mask is the one I'm using right now. I like it. Is this my always and forever mask? Probably not. But I will say this: I do like the way they changed the mask straps on it. They made them, you know, lower volume. And that's just me. Now here is your one time I'm going to talk about a snorkel. This is not my original snorkel. My original snorkel is a Scuba Pro Phoenix, I believe. It has a semi-dry, it's my Scuba Pro Phoenix is a semi-dry snorkel. So up here, it basically has a little piece that has a piece of foam in it, and it opens and closes. And what's supposed to happen is when you go under, it's supposed to close. And then when you come out of the water, it's supposed to drop down, it's supposed to open. It doesn't really work as well as they try and make it out to, but, you know, it's still there. However, when I went and did my instructor development course, because I pretty much never used a snorkel except for in classes, but went to do my instructor development course, lo and behold, guess what I forgot? I forgot my snorkel. So we're down there, and I'm like, hey, we have to have a snorkel for this? And they said, yes, you do. And I said, okay, I need to buy a snorkel. So the wonderful course director, he was already going down to the dive shop, and he went and picked me one up and came back. He paid for it out of pocket because he's a nice guy like that. Anyway, comes back, and I told him I wanted the cheapest one the store had. Here it is. Cheapest one the store had. And it was like, I don't remember, like $15, $20 for this. And this is just a basic snorkel made by Cressy. You know, I used it a lot during my instructor development course. I mean, pretty solid snorkel. The point of my story is this. To me, all snorkels are the same. It does not matter. Buy the cheapest one you can find. Don't go spend $40, $50, $60 on a snorkel that claims it's going to be dry, because it's not going to be dry. All the little valves and, you know, the semi-dry, the dry snorkels, whatever. Just buy a normal snorkel, just a tube. That's all it is. You're not going to use it that much, most likely. And people say, oh, well, you can use it for snorkeling too. I do not know a single diver that wants to snorkel ever. I mean, it's once you become a diver, it's kind of like snorkeling. That's for kids. You want to get down there and, you know, get down where the action is. You get up close and be able to stay down there a while. I mean, you know, free divers, they use them too, but again, free divers, no offense, free divers, but y'all don't stay down long enough. So I'm still gonna just stay with the whole scuba thing. But anyway, you know, just get a regular normal snorkel. That's all you need for class. Just take care of any requirement for any scuba class. As far as masks go, my suggestion is, regardless of what brand you go with, because I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and argue on who has the best mask. But what I am going to tell you is, do not get a clear skirt. Get a black skirt. The reason behind that is it won't let light penetrate and create a glare in your face while diving, because there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, you want to dive like this, walk around, dive around with this, or you can wear a cap underwater. I know people that have worn caps while diving. They look kind of funny, but I mean, people do it. So there you have it. That is the only talk you're going to get with me on mask until we get to talking about full face mask. And that's a whole different beast. But until then, go to the dive shop, try on different masks, try and find one that you can hold up against your face. And to know if it should fit well, you should be able to take it like so, hold it up against your face, and then lightly suck in with your nose, and it should stay, and let go, and it should stay stuck to your face while you're lightly sucking in. And I do emphasize lightly sucking in. If you really have to, try and suck in hard, to get it to stay up on your face, it doesn't fit. Get a different one. But anyway, that's all we're going to get on the mask. Otherwise, find one that's comfortable, find one that fits, and get in the water and use it. Till next time.